Just one more as a backup. Keep it rolling. Namaste, Facebook friends and vlog viewers. This is Lawrence Biscontini.
Yuri Rocket.
Noel Chalaya.
And we're coming to you with this world porque sí.
Hey everyone. Now, I've got some fitness predictions for 2016. We fitness professionals, we're going to finally realize that warm-ups are not that important after all. All that time we've been wasting, all that planning and all of that choreography, we'll finally realize in 2016 that what a waste of time it was. So we get right into the good stuff. So in 2016, trainers all over the world are going to realize that the best way to do your warm-up is to do burpees. And the older you are, the more burpees you do. In fact, if it's your first time, you're going to do 10 minutes of burpees non-stop. And if you can't finish it, if you can't do the 10 minutes without stopping, you're going to have to start all over again. And that's the best way to get people to see how awesome your workouts are, okay? So that's how we're going to do warm-ups. My next prediction for 2016 is that we are finally going to realize that spot reduction is possible. Alright? So what's the best way to do spot reduction? You do crunches. Okay, so let's say if you have all that belly fat that you want to reduce, so you're going to get any sort of rubbery ball. That's really important, okay? The brighter the color, the more fat it burns. So lying on your back, you're going to get into a real crunch position. It doesn't matter how your legs are. It could be all the way out. If you have back pain, it doesn't matter even. It's all good for you. So get the ball, and you want to place the ball right at your troubled spots, okay? So the ball goes in first, press firmly, and then you crunch. And you got to make sure you hold your breath, because if you're breathing, it's not going to be as effective, okay? Now, you got to do at least 500 of these for it to be effective, okay? And if you have neck pain, it's because you're not moving your head around enough. So gotta just really work that in. The more momentum you get in, the better it is for you. And remember, it's gotta be 500 reps at least for it to start to be effective. And remember to press firmly. Okay, great. Now, another tip that another big breakthrough that we're gonna have in 2016, I predict, is that we're gonna realize that butter is really, really good for you. In fact, we're gonna find new uses for butter. So you know how sometimes when your clients come in to the class and they've got pains in their joints and they got knee pains when they do the squats, and they've got all kinds of noises when they move. Now, scientists are finally going to discover that the higher your intake of butter, the more lubricated your joints become. So, since we're not doing warm-ups anymore, you're going to take some time to explain the benefits of butter at every workout session. So a great way to have a nice, comfortable workout is to load up on the butter. So whenever you have bread or whatever it is, as much butter as you can. And the yellower the butter, the harder it is, the more it doesn't melt, the more of the artificial stuff that it has, the better the lubrication you get in your joints. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my fitness predictions for 2016. I wish you all the best in your fitness journey.
Hi. I'd love to tell you what we're going to do today, but I don't want to because people get bored. So I want you to be surprised. The key trends for 2016 are, well, you'll see, because we'll do them. But one of them is, some people say simplify, but I don't really believe in that. I believe that people get bored, so you want to take all the pieces of equipment that you can find around and sort of bring them to your area and do them at one time. And in terms of dress, I think it's important to be professional. At all times, if you're colorful, that's important too, because it could help. It could help people who might not see very well, and that's important, but you want to look professional, at least take time when you're dressing so that it shows you've put attention. Fitness, feet, I think, are important. You could be barefoot, or you could wear those kind of funky shoes that look like condoms for the feet. But the real new trend is one on, one off, because it sort of helps you balance between like what's one side of the body doing for proprioception versus the other side. And then I really believe in aqua gloves, because I'm an aqua facilitator, and I believe in telling people what to do and how to make people wet. I like to stay dry though, and just like the feet, of course, I like to do one glove only, just like one foot. And you might think I should do this side for that old-fashioned contralateral approach. I just say train the left side one day, train the other side the other day, and we'll get some equipment out. I have like a rocker here, so most people think this is padded because you're supposed to use that side to sit and lay and do stuff, and that could be, but I think it's more important that you sort of use it in a new way because people get bored. So I'm going to take one of these things that we haven't used for a long time in fitness, and then I'm going to sort of stand up here and then try to play lazy rockin' days by moving the ball side to side. Now this is really good for your earlobes because if you've worn earrings for a long time, your ears get unbalanced and pull down, and this does nothing to your ears. That's cool, right? And then if you want to do things, sometimes you can roll over in a circle as long as you have really good balance because you're taxing your feet to be really different. And then something else you could do is you could take that out to one side, maybe carefully, and then it's always nice to make yourself feel differently from other people. So you could like see what it's like if you had a baby, so you could relate to those people who might be knocked up. And then you could take a ball and one of these half balls. If you can't afford a whole ball, sometimes you could just get a half, and that's cool too. And then weights are good because, you know, we all have things in our daily lives that look exactly like these things, so you have to train with that because people call that functional. And if you get on to something like this, I think it's flat, so we'll be on that side, and then you could put your feet on this side, and then maybe with the dumbbell, you could kind of reach it up and then put it down. And this kind of exercise, because we call it exercise, is very good for the body because it helps you sort of use all the equipment and stay on top of literally what you want to do because you're working on shoulders. And see how functional that aquatic glove is at the same time. Breathing, I don't really cue at all because as long as they're chewing gum, their mouth's working. And if they got to think and chew at the same time, it's better than something else. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate doing all this on the other side because you don't have to. The nice thing is, since you only got one shoe and one glove, maybe the next time you would say, take away the baby and see what it's like with a glove on the other side for doing something else. And then if you wanted to, just because we believe in progressions, that's never going to be hard enough for the first timer, right? So you take the person who just started working out with you and get this thing, because the Reebok core board, and maybe you would put the ball on that, right? And this wonderful cold roller, I love that, so good for the muscles. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna put the lazy Susan up and down that way, and maybe put it perpendicular, and then we're gonna come onto it in a kneeling position, which won't be really comfortable for the knees, but we could put the foot there on a labile, unstable surface. And then we could roll out like the wrist at the same time while we pull up the leg. And then we want to do really specific kind of movements because it's really good for training shoulder when you do specificity. When you can work on specificity, that's important when you get to the other side. And then when you're all done with that, you want to tell your clients, you look fabulous, but a little fat. So make sure over time you eat less and you start to move a little bit more, and if it doesn't work for you, it's okay, because I'm still going to take your money anyway. Cut. Okay?
We could never beat that. That was awesome.
That was just fun to do. I don't know if we'll ever release that, but let's see what you're going to do. Do you want anything?
Hi. Welcome to our Zumba class, but actually no speaking because we're just gonna enjoy this beautiful music and carry yourself in the rhythm. You can follow along. The best, of course, if you follow along my moves. Let me check myself in the mirror. Okay, I can do with this. And most important, for 2016, there is no warm-up and there is no speaking in my class. In fact, you're not even allowed to look at each other, just look at me. Got that? We're going to start with our first move, and it's easy to memorize. I'm just going to whip myself up, do a jump, go down, come up, and turn and pose. You ready? Let's do this together. 3, 2, 1. Do it, guys. Wow, I must be a really good teacher. You're so creative. And then I'm going to take you right from my Zumba class right to my yoga class. And you know how people really don't enjoy their yoga classes because you know why? Well, if you cannot reach to your toes, that is your problem. And it's a big problem. And I don't mean to scare you, but you should be aware of this. And if you, but the good thing about it is that it's not about your back being not flexible, but it's about your arms being too short and your legs not long enough, not short enough. So we're gonna fix that. To fix that, what you do, it's actually, remember how I said the warm-ups are not important? What's really important for warm-up is to bounce a lot. So when you bounce a lot, you prepare your spine, and what it does actually, your arms start stretching out more and more, so eventually you're gonna reach to your toes. And once you reach your toes, you're gonna grab and hold them for dear life. Don't let go. If you feel something is tearing, and it's good. If your muscles are tearing there, it's alright, they're becoming longer. Eventually you might, if you still have that energy to lift yourself up, that means you didn't do it hard enough. It's gonna be hard enough so that you actually gotta be going back home this way. So you're continually stretching those muscles. And the most you can do for your body is not to breathe. So breathing, you actually letting air inside of your body, and that is making your body really fat. All that air you breathe in your old classes is just, they don't know about it. They have no idea how bad air for you. So anytime you move, you dance, you stretch, hold the breath. Hold it. The better you become at holding your breath, the better it is for you. You become really skinny and closer to become fit, closer to be born again, to find yourself. And if you like what I teach, go to my website. I sell my DVDs there, and I sell tons of fun stuff which you can download and check out at home. It's not all the time about movement and fitness. It's sometimes about me going shopping, and I lead you through the things I buy in the store so that you know what to eat, because I eat really healthy, and we become really good friends. Make sure you go to my Facebook and we become friends, because I have maybe about 10,000 friends. If you're really good, I might actually unfriend somebody to friend you. So make sure. Call me. There's my phone number going to be right here. All right. I'll talk to you soon. That was something.